Okay, so as an American football enthusiast, only college football, go Vols, I recently discovered rugby, and it is an amazing sport, probably the closest to American football out of all sports. Yeah, for sure, 100%. So today we're checking out rugby versus American football. Which sport would break you faster? I'm really curious to see how they come to this conclusion of which one would break you faster. They taking a person and letting them play both sports. I have no idea. I saw this and I was like, this is right up my alley. I have to check this out. Who will be victorious as the most tough sport? Rugby, football. The argument is there. I don't think it's ever going away. Let's check it out though. Don't forget to smash the like button and buckle up. This should be a good one.
Rugby, a game which demands you to deliberately inflict harm on yourself to get a ball over the line. American football, a game which demands you to deliberately inflict harm on yourself to get a ball over the line. But they wear pads. Sorry, I'm struggling to get. But they wear pads. Sorry, that's the hardest line I've ever had to do. Ever since the dawn of these two sports, fans have been divided, arguing which of the respected sports are tougher. I mean, if we're all being honest with each other, you've got to be slightly nuts to play either of these sports. Voluntarily allowing yourself to essentially be hit by a car 3 to 4 times a game isn't for the faint-hearted, alright? And it would probably usually get you admitted into some sort of psychiatric ward. But if you put some boots on and stick a gum shield in the mouth, that's entertaining.
Those aren't even that bad of highlights from football. I've seen, there's this one video. It's horrible. I checked out a rugby one as well. Hardest Hits. I don't know, was it called Hardest Hits? It was really good. It's in my sports playlist if you want to check it out.
You could literally die playing both of these sports. Death, right? But we still choose to do it. Why don't we all just take up bowling? Bowling's pretty cool.
No, darts.
Maybe not. But today, I'm going to try and work out which one is tougher. Rugby or American football?
He's out there with a kid like Cameron Robinson and what?
When you compare the contact in these two games, you've got to compare a few things. You know, intensity, volume, and how many minutes each tackle takes off your life. And rugby players hit hard. Bone on bone, crunching tackles. Each tackle makes you question why you play the game. Rugby, you have to be able to tackle anyone that comes in your way, okay? Or you just play fullback. Tactically miss the last tackle, blame everyone that they got through the defensive line in the first place, okay? Lose the cup, ruin your club's chance of getting any sort of success in the last 120 years. Thanks a lot, Mark. Cheers, mate. A lot of the time when you tell someone that you play rugby, the first thing they often ask is why? Why? And that's a really good question that we probably don't ask ourselves enough. Okay, the only time we actually ask ourselves that is if we're at the bottom of the ruck and we start to lose feeling to our legs. As a rugby player myself, I've been tackled, and I've tackled far too many times for my own good. Okay? But when I compare a big rugby hit to a big American football hit, I would take the rugby hit 100% of the time. I just don't get it. Okay, some American football players launch themselves into tackles so fast and so hard, they actually look like they want to go to jail for manslaughter.
Oh my God. And just so you guys know, they've changed this quite a bit in American football. You can't really hit as hard as you used to be able to, but like 90s NFL football, holy cow. He's like legit like people getting paralyzed out on the field.
Fast and so hard, they actually look like they want to go to jail for manslaughter. Those pads don't look like they're doing anything, okay? The only thing they look like they're doing is giving a one-way ticket to hell, which is actually a small village in Norway.
The helmet, too. It's the worst.
Quite nice, apparently. I mean, just look at this, for example. He's essentially kamikazed himself headfirst into another man and has managed to get up and walk away. I mean, if I attempted that myself, my shoulder would end up tickling the back of my kneecap. And that's the difference with rugby. You have to repeatedly make these tackles for a full 80 minutes. Go out too hard, too early, and you'll end up in no man's land. Which is actually a crossroads in southeast Cornwall. The pure volume of contact in rugby is what makes it so hard. The tackles, the rucks, the scrums, the mauls, the dropping high balls, they all come to...
Oh, God, I feel like I'm watching a freaking highlight video right now of just crazy rugby hits. Let's continue.
Together just to make a one big messy ball of pain and DOMs. And that's one of the main arguments for people that think rugby is a tougher sport. It's constant. The pain doesn't stop. Whereas in American football you have 40-second breaks within each play and you have ad breaks here, there and everywhere. Don't get me wrong, I'd love some of that sweet, sweet ad revenue in rugby. By God, we need it. But it would get rid of what makes rugby so special. 80 minutes of full-on gladiatorial combat.
Oh.
And boy, are some of our gladiators good. Look at this guy right here. You're going to sit there and seriously tell me you would tackle him? You would tackle that? That. Look at this. Look at the size of his legs.
Oh my God, his legs are massive. Holy cow. Jesus. Look at his calf. I would run.
You think you can tackle that? No, you couldn't. You're lying to yourself. Okay? Rugby's getting to that stage where most players in pretty much all positions have to be big, okay? Unless you're a 9. 9's... Being a 9's pretty cool. Got to pass the ball. And then try to tackle. They don't expect you to actually tackle. If you miss the tackle, it's fine.
My
and American
gosh.
football isn't shy of huge athletes as well. Everyone that plays that sport is big and fast. Okay, look at this here.
Yeah.
How is that physically possible? That a man that size shouldn't move that fast. It doesn't work. Okay? It's not fair. What is this man injecting into his cheeks to achieve this sort of size and athleticism? Okay?
This is
Let
great.
me know so I can just stay way clear. So I can never go anywhere near it. Let me know so I don't ever find it. Yeah. Pause. If you haven't liked nor subscribed to the channel right now, you will have to play field hockey for the rest of your life. Field hockey. It's probably the worst sport in the world.
All right. You got me. I'll subscribe. Good stuff. This is a great video. The Dummy Runner. I like his content. He's really funny. This is great.
Okay, continue. What about we just have one massive wrestling match with the 10 strongest rugby players and the 10 strongest American football players clashing in the middle? I think it would probably destroy the planet, to be honest, but it would be great to see. Okay, that would let us decide who is ultimately the toughest. We could even go so far as to host it in Uranus, which is a small town in Missouri. Who keeps writing this stuff? Quite frankly, there is no real objective way to test which is the toughest sport. And that's the problem, isn't it, really? As sporting fans, we often strive for sporting supremacy, getting the one-up on our competitors in other sports. Are we really ever going to find out which sport inflicts the most pain?
There's my Dolphins. I'm a Dolphins fan. They suck really bad this year.
Fans, we just have to sit back and enjoy it and appreciate these amazing athletes for sacrificing their well-being and bodies for our entertainment. Next time you sit down and enjoy your favourite sport, be it rugby or American football, just appreciate the amount of pain some of these athletes could be going through, even if they get paid a lot while doing it.
It's so
in my
hard
opinion,
to
I
watch.
think rugby slightly edges it, purely down to the repetitive nature of the
I can see
contact.
that.
I might be slightly biased.
Yeah, obviously he's a little biased, but having to hit that hard over and over again for 80 minutes straight with like no football players do get a break. It's just, oh gosh, it's so hard to compare. I feel like, I don't know, how do rugby players do like as they get older? Do they have like issues with like CTE or anything like that? Like a lot of football players now have, just from consistently like getting their head knocked off of their head. I don't know. Ew. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go.
Because I've never actually played American football before, but that doesn't matter. I'd love to know your opinion down in the comments section below. Let me know which one you think is harder, or if there's a harder sport out there. Probably UFC, something where you literally beat someone's face into a pulp. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If
Hold on, we gotta check out the comments and see what people said. Played both, different kinds of pain. You're more likely to get maimed in rugby, and if you're a prop, it's like getting whiplash from a car accident. Football, if you're a lineman, your fingers will be constantly jammed and smashed, and some 300-pound dude will make your knee bend the wrong way. Your knees will be shot. For everyone else, you're gonna get lit up by some dude going a million miles an hour that you never saw coming. CTE is your future. Played both. football hits are harder, rugby is tougher, more of a grind. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning towards as well. He said it perfectly. Like, rugby is a massive grind going for such a long time, where football is like, there's a chance if I get hit in the wrong place, I'm dead. All right, so wonderful video. You guys check out the Dummy Runner. I just subscribed to him. Cool channel. I like his stuff. Hopefully we can find another one of his videos to check out. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.